What's up guys, name is Ray and welcome to another Genshin Impact video. So today we are doing a tier list for the game. Now I want to take a look at two aspects of the game because I do think there are like two big groups which are DPS characters. DPS characters are actually characters that are your main damage dealer that provide a lot of utility overall to the team and that they are doing a lot of damage. So the tier list is based on experience with my friends. So we used the majority of the characters that we didn't have or didn't test it. We did watch a lot of gameplay too, just to guess where they could be at the tier list. So this is on some of them it is a bit speculative, but yeah, I want to thank in advance to all my friends that gave input to the tier list. So yeah, there was a lot of input that we made it. And now, yeah, so the first tier list will be the DPS tier list, the damage tier list. So we want to hop right into this one, and I will upload a support tier list tomorrow with explanations referring to that. So now, yeah, let's just hop in with the first character. So DPS wise, maybe I want to explain the tiers a little bit. SS is like the top of the game, so this is like the really super good one. S is very close to that, but is not good enough. A is a solid one. B is like okay. C is pretty bad, and then we have a addition to that. We want to add a row below, which we want to call garbage. Okay, we called it garbage. Okay, let's change the color for that just for the looks. Oh no, this one is C and this one is garbage. So characters that are very bad at DPSing. So let's start from the bottom row. So characters that are very bad at DPS. We chose Amber. Her kit is in general is very bad for the game, but she is not a character not to use. But yeah, for the DPS we put her in garbage because she doesn't do damage at all, or she doesn't provide enough utility damage wise for your team. The same with Kea, he's also very bad. So these two we did think that they are very unlikely to use for damage. And Barbara is like a full support unit, so we didn't put her in any of the tiers above. So these are like the worst characters when it comes to damage in our opinion. Next one was the free-to-play one, was Lisa. We put Lisa in the C tier. Lisa is actually not too bad, but tier lists are therefore a there have to be characters above them in a tier, so because they are a lot better than her. And electricity is a very important type in the game, so that's the reason why we put Lisa above the garbage tier, because electricity is like a element that is too good, that provides too much utility, that can make damage even if the kit of the character is not too good. Now, next character that we put in the C tier was Sinkyu. So yeah, this is like you can orient, of course, also in the what did I want to say? You can orient in which order I put the characters. Yes. So if I have to choose an order, I would do it like this. So yeah, it's not exactly, so you can still swap up some of the characters, but just orientate in the order that I will put the characters in. So yeah, we do think Lisa is one of the better DPS ones in the C tier. CQ, the problem with CQ is that he or she is a DPS character and a supporter at the same time, and yeah, it is not too clear what the character actually wants to do. So we did put her in the C tier because he doesn't do really damage, but he also is not too good as a supportive character. Yeah, that's why we did think that he is not a too good character. Noelle is a C tier, so I think Noelle, every one of us used Noelle, but we did think that Noelle was a character that's nobody really want to use as the main damage dealer, even though a lot of people say that she is not too bad. But yeah, after every one of us uses her, everyone wanted to drop her. Nobody wanted to use it all at the end. Yeah, so if you are able to have another character than Noelle, I would use every other character in the game over Noelle. So that's the reason why we put her in the C tier. Another one was Sucrose. Sucrose is a character that we didn't have too much experience with because nobody of us pulled him. He is a 4-star character, but because he provides wind to the game, to the team, he raises up in the tier list even though he is a supportive character. Now let's move on to the B tier. So for the B tier, we decided to put Jean as one of the best characters of the B tier. We may considering putting her up in the A tier in a future tier list. So this is of course not the last tier list, as long as I make I'm making Genshin Impact content. And yeah, for Jean, DPS wise, it was very hard to decide. So we didn't want to put her in the S tier clearly, but she was definitely an option for A or B. But for now, I pulled her and I use her a lot. I do really like her, but I don't think that she can compete with the characters in A tier currently with what I experienced. Next one was Klee. Klee is also a character that we didn't have too much experience with because we do think that Klee's kit is like very hard to use. She's not a character to use very easily. You still have to time her abilities, and that's why we did put her in the B tier. And yeah, she doesn't do too much DPS, so yeah, really as I mean it, damage per second. So we put her in the B tier, but we still do think that like they are at the top of the B tier, so they have the possibility to move up. Definitely not to move down. Next one was Ninghuang. Ninghuang we had a lot of experience with in our group. She's not too bad to use, so that's why we put her in the B tier. I don't think that there is too much to say. She has some of the problems, but yeah, definitely a usable character. So Bennett was a character that some of us used because he's fire. He is up there, but nobody of us really liked his kit, really was able to use him very good, so we put him in the B tier for us. The Traveler character is a very good decision for us, was a very clear decision to put in the B tier, even though a lot of people would put him in the A tier. We do think that the only reason is that he can provide so much utility and he can provide the wind ability. So these two things are very good for the Traveler. He provides utility and he provides the element. But what he doesn't provide is actual damage at all. So only if you do like a very high investment, they are doing decent damage. But we didn't think that they can compete with the A tier. So this was the question that we always ask ourselves. So do the characters can compete with the characters in the same tier? So are they at the same level in damage output? And of course, damage output was not the only reason. We also did take a closer look at utility. Then the last one might be a very unpopular opinion, but we were like, I think 7 or 8 people discussing about that. So first, when we started the tier list, we put Venti here. Then discussing a little bit more of them, and we have a player that mains Venti. He used him a lot. He is a main. After we discussed for ourselves, we did put him here, and after we used we asked our main player, he clearly said he would put him in the B tier if we are looking at the DPS tier list. So yeah, please don't judge too fast if you see the clear list with no explanation. This is a DPS tier list. So yeah, this is something that I have to repeat, which is very important. Next thing is I would start with Bido. Bido we did put in the A tier. She's a very solid character. Don't want to say too much about her. Xiangling, she is a free-to-play character because you can dupe her so easy, and her kit is very nice. Her E ability does quite a lot of damage. We didn't expect her to be here so fast, but there were some of us who tested her a lot, and yeah, we are clearly in the mood to put her in the A tier. Another character was Fishel. So this was very hard to tell because Fishel and Venti are very similar because they are bow users, but we did think that Fishel is doing quite more damage with her abilities than Venti. So we said that she is clearly a tier above Venti in referring to DPS, damage output, utility to the team. Next one is Kiki. We did think that she is quite decent. She is a supporter, but she did decent damage in team kits. I did I do like her. She's one of my favorite characters in the game, but I wasn't able to pull her, not in the beta and not in the main game now. So yeah, we did put her in the A tier. So this was, I think, the toughest decision for us. We personally, for me, okay, no, I would put them like over here. Razor and Changyan, they are like, I do think, the best 4-star DPS characters in the game. And the question was, do we want to put them in the S tier or do we want to put them in the A tier? And there was a debate in our group, which makes it very hard to decide because I do think they are pretty nice. So yeah, they are at the top of the A tier definitely, and maybe they are in the S tier. But it was very hard to decide it because we didn't have too much experience with the 5-star characters. So what I want to do now is I put Mona, I put Xiao, and I put Kiki here. And we did put Diluc here. So this is our opinion on the tier list. And we may considering to do it like this. But for now, we decided to put them here because we do need a bit more experience with these 3 characters. So we have a bit of experience with Kiki. Xiao is currently not in the game. So just based on looks and gameplay, we decided to put him here. So Diluc was a character that I tested in the beta, and I think he is DPS wise the best character in the game. So yeah, that's just for me, and I did think that he is very, very strong just DPS wise. Yeah, I want to repeat this all over again over the course of the video. Mona, I also used a bit in the beta, but she's very fast. She's one of the fastest characters in the game, and she does provide a lot of utility to the team. So that was a reason to put her in the S tier in the DPS list. So yeah, the only very unclear thing for us was rather this or this. But for now, we just decided that they are like at the top of the A tier and maybe the S tier. So if we are testing the characters over the course of the next weeks, of the next month, we may rechange a lot of decisions because we are all still at the beginning of the game. So yeah, this may change if time goes by. Yeah, guys, that's it for the DPS tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys do, subscribe to my channel for more Genshin Impact content. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, and I see you guys next time. If you guys want to see more Genshin Impact content, videos should pop up on the screen right now. Make sure to check them out, and thank you for your support.